Look at that. That is a hot dog. We've got a very special breakfast honey butter bread. Putting a tent up is like dressing a donkey. It's one of the least inelegant things you can do. It just why is it upside down? It just does what it wants to do. It just doesn't listen. Oh my god. My god, is it a fat to put one up at a time? Just stay. It's fun. This hobby is fun. Ooh, we've got an absolute feast. Considering the good weather, you know what has to happen when the weather is good in England. You must immediately have a barbecue outside. So we're making hot dogs. Ah, what a glorious day. Tonight we are going fancy with Aldi's specially selected caramelised onion sausages and 2 pork and apple sausages, which are at the bottom. I bought 2 packs and then I just put them in there, and then fashionably put loads of sellotape around the bottom of it to keep it together. But no sausage juice leaked out into my bag, so I'm glad that worked. See, this is the thing with camping, you have to pack smart and light. So here in my tin I've got my hot dog buns, but I've also got my tomato ketchup and my oil all together nicely in these tiny little containers, fit together in here. I think that's genius in my opinion. We're not just doing some basic hot dogs. In here I have some chopped up small pieces of apple, and here I have some onion. Step number 1, light the stove with your lighter. Step number 1 is easy for those of you who enjoy inhaling cancer. Now I just have to remember which ones are the apple ones to put the apples on. Look at these sausages just sizzling away. Oh man, what a day. Man, these sausages are looking so good. Nicely black on top because we're cooking them on a tiny stove and you have to make sure they're fully cooked all the way through, but they look good. Hot dog buns, look at them bad boys. I think they might be a little bit too big for these small little Aldi buns, but anyway. Now I think I'm gonna try and stew. No, yes, no. Maybe caramelize the onions first. Yes, let's go for onions first. Do a taste test of 1/2 of the sausage. Well, the caramelized onion ones are very good. I could possibly do both. I could just keep the onions on one end and stew the apples on the other half of the pan. Is that gonna work? Probably not. Oh God, this is so fun. Look at these onions. Look at them. Look at them just sizzling away. Look at that. Golly. Do I eat one now whilst I'm cooking the topping? No. But look at them. They're just sat there. They're just sat there and I really want to eat it. I would really like to caramelize them, but I'm not sure I've got the time for that. I mean, it's windy now. Wind normally means things cool down, and I have my sausages just sat there. So they're probably going to be cooling down quite a lot. Sod it. That'll do for onions. I'm not caramelizing them. Oh, God, look at this. What a day. Finally, the apples. Did I just... that actually just worked. I flicked the thing, it fell out my hand. But anyway, we're on fire. Now the apples. Some stewed fried apples in the middle of nowhere. Oh, look at these hot dogs just sitting there. Oh God, that looks so good. No, I don't really have the time to sit here watching them stew for ages. I mean, I don't have infinite time. It's not going to be dark for like another, what, 3 hours? What I mean is I can't be bothered waiting, because then my food will be even more stone cold than it currently is. But this is a very satisfying evening. Man, I don't even know which one to start with. Just look at them. God. I'm going to do a pork and apple one to begin with. Oh God, that pork and apple with this sweet apple on top is just, oh God. That pork and apple one is absolutely delicious. That is a delicious hot dog. I think I'm going to go on to the caramelised onion with the mustard and the ketchup on top of it. This one is loaded. Look at that. That is a hot dog. I think even the Americans would be proud of that. God. Oh man, that English mustard does make it even better. Any Americans watching wondering what the difference between English mustard that I've just used and your American mustard is. Your American mustard is a lot more sweet because you have to put sugar in everything because you're American. I've made some good meals on my camps, but this is just, this might be the crown, even though it's very simple. I am just living the life right now. This is it. Just some geese flying around. What a great day. I've come back just to show you my final hot dog because it's just so perfect. I am so full now. This is going to be my sixth sausage. Sixth sausage. What a meal, what a location. Oh God. Oh God, I'm so full. Okay, that was a fantastic meal, but we've got a very special breakfast in the morning known as honey butter bread. Here in my little tin, some flour and a packet of yeast to just make a little hole. And then I'm going to tip the yeast in. Then all we need to do is add some water from the lake. No, we're just going to use this because that would be disgusting. I'm going to add it to the bit of the yeast there, and then we're just going to let the yeast do its thing for a bit and bubble. See it? Do you see it doing something in there? I'm going to mix that around a bit with my finger. Now I'm going to add some more water in. I don't want to overwater it because I have done that before and then I've been left with a complete sticky mess. Trick is, if you just keep adding small bits of water, you can't overwater it like I have done many times before. It's already looking more doughy. That is a proper dough ball. Look at that, that is some dough. And the good thing is, it's such a warm day that this should hopefully rise quite well. The water that I put in there is rather warm, which is probably decent for the bread, but for me drinking it, it's a little bit needing it, this singular finger technique. If there are any bakers watching this and thinking that's a ridiculous method of making dough, please do comment to tell me of a better way to make the dough whilst camping and without getting too messy. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm pretty happy with how that looks, and I'm worried that you can overdo it. I don't know whether that's possible or not. I'm just an idiot who takes a tent to the middle of nowhere and tries to make some decent food that's not just from a packet or a tin. But that, I mean, come on, that looks doughy, doesn't it? That looks right. Did you see a fish just popped up in the background? Okay, that is my bread for the morning. Please rise. That looks like some proper bread. Let's see if it rises overnight and come back to it in the morning. Oh, this is going to be so good. Well, there we go. I've done the washing up with my scrub father, which actually in this iteration is a scrub mother. I don't like those connotations, you know. A woman doing kitchen work, you know. I'm not saying anything. It's purely just whoever the company who owns that. I think they've got some bad connotations there. My teeny tiny bottle of fairy liquid does the job every time. I'll put it back into its little slot with the breakfast honey for the morning. That can go in there as well. That bread better rise, otherwise I'm going to be very upset. It's just I don't know if you can hear this sheep in the distance, but I'm just laughing my arse off over it. I just thought, you know what, I'll sit down and relax and just listen to the sounds of nature. And you can just hear this sheep in the distance, just like, so, it doesn't sound like it's in pain. It just sounds like a like a drunk sheep or something. It's just a sheep, but it's just so funny. Good, glorious morning. Look, I mean, look. We're already on for an absolute belter of a day. In this tin lies the dough for the honey butter bread that we made last night. Has it risen and become some decent bread? Ooh, oh my God. Oh my God. That's worked amazingly, look at that. Again, step number one is easier for those of you who enjoy inhaling cancer. Light your burner using a lighter. Put the pan on the heat. I'm going to take a bit of earth out first, scoop some butter so we can fry the bread. Here we go. That is actual bread in the middle of nowhere. Oh, my bread, my glorious bread. Let's do a flip. Oh, perfect. Come on, look at that. And of course, I have some honey ready to go. Ah, what a morning. Look at that Outdoor Boys bread. I think a little bit more butter on top would be just about right. Look at that, some honey butter bread. However, we are missing one crucial piece, the honey. Here we go, the final bit. Oh, oh. Tear a bit off. Yeah, Luke from the Outdoor Boys really was cooking when he came up with this honey butter bread idea. I do think the little addition of a bit of sea salt on top does elevate it even more. Ugh, golly. Well, there we go. As that fat American music producer likes to say, another one. Very good camp, very good food, very good location again. Now I just need to walk back to the car and hopefully I don't soil myself on the way back. So, see you later.